Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today you're going to be watching my first story time. And as you can see by the title, it's going to be very interesting. So before we get into it, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And if you're just feeling a little bit extra, hit that bell notification below so you can get a notification every time I upload. So let's get into this story time titled, I Didn't Tell Him I Was a Virgin. Don't be like me, y'all. So, this video starts out around homecoming time. You know, we all about to graduate. It's 2015. That's the year I graduated. So, it's around homecoming time. You know, everybody got their dates and being flashy and everything. So, homecoming night comes along. You know, the homecoming game, all that good stuff. And then the homecoming dance. So, I go to the homecoming dance. Of course, I'm looking fine as hell because you already know I'm bougie as fuck. So I'm looking good and I just noticed this dude, he walked in. He didn't go to our school. So this guy, let me just like paint the picture for you, honey. He's like 6'3", 6'4". He's real light skinned. He had curly hair. He was fine as fuck. Come to find out later, he went to another school in the county. So he had came with this girl that went to our school, and I'm just looking at him like, this dude is fine. So he goes and he ends up talking to my friend. We're gonna call her KK. So he goes to talk to my friend KK, and I'm looking at KK like, bitch, who is this? Like, so homecoming goes. So the next week comes around and school starts, and I always got to school extra early because I didn't go to the school in my district, so I would have to drive to school every day. So I got there early, and then my girls finally got there, so we just kikiing before class starts and all that. And I'm like, KK, who is this dude you talking to? I was like, he was cute as fuck. And she's like, he's not gay. I'm like, okay, if you say so. I ain't say nothing else about it. And then one day, I went to KK job after school to get some food, and the dude ended up working there. And I caught eyes with him, and I'm like, this dude is gay. So the next school day comes around, and I'm talking to KK. I'm like, girl, put me on with your homeboy or whatever. And she's like, he's not gay. I'm like, girl, he's gay. She's like, how do you know? I was like, just trust me, I know. She's like, okay, he's gay. Well, he's not really gay, he's bi. So at the time, he was bi. This is so crazy, I can't believe I'm telling this story. So she's like, well, I'm gonna put you on, I'm gonna see what I can do or whatever. The time comes, it's like a couple of days later or whatever, and KK texts me and was like, oh, he wanna get with you or whatever, he wanna talk to you or whatever. He said he wouldn't mind talking to you. And I'm gonna insert the text messages because I believe I still have them. Like, I don't delete text messages. Like, I got text messages from a long time ago. Like, I don't delete nothing. So I'm gonna insert those if I can find them. And so she say he wouldn't mind talking to you or whatever. And so, bitch, I'm hype. Like, I'm hype as fuck. I'm like, oh, he wanna talk to me or whatever. Yeah. So that same day, I was watching KK Snap, and homeboy had posted a snap on her page and was like, hey, go follow me, everybody, or whatever. So I go follow the dude just for the hell of it. And this dude follows me back within like seconds. Like, he added me back. I'm fucking screaming. So he gonna Snapchat me and be like, what's up? What's up? Nothing much. I'm at work, you know, I'm giving them the casual response, whatever. You know, a bitch was actually working. A bitch had a Mercedes Benz at the time, and her upkeep was no joke. So I was talking to dude, and he was like, yeah, I heard you wanted to talk to me or whatever, and you wanted to get to know me or whatever. And I'm like, yeah. So he was like, come pick me up or whatever. So, bitch. One thing that was crazy though is my homegirl KK had hyped me up. Like, she had boosted the fuck out of me. Like, I was just the biggest thought bag slut in the world, when in all actuality, I was a virgin. So nobody really knew I was a virgin because I'm just so outgoing and I talk to everybody. Everybody just naturally thought I was a hoe, but I wasn't. And so, and so she done hyped me up like I'm the biggest hoe in the world or whatever. So he trying to get some, but I'm just like, I'm not thinking about none of that at the time. So that night comes around and I go and I pick him up and we go to this like secluded business area of where we lived at because he didn't live too far from where I lived at. So I go pick him up, we go pull in this parking spot and we talking in the back of the car or whatever. And he low-key said some rude shit, which pissed me off for a minute. So I was texting my friend KK like, oh, this dude rude or whatever. And then she texted him like, why you being rude to my friend and all that? And he texted him back and it was a whole thing. And then he just hung up on him and then he whipped his dick out. And bitch, I was in awe because I seen pictures of it. KK had got some pictures for me a couple weeks earlier. But honey, it was bigger in person. So I ain't have no choice but to go down on the dude. So I'm giving him head in the back seat or whatever. Luckily, I don't have a gag reflex. So I'm giving him head in the back seat. And next thing you know, he pulls my head up. And I'm looking at him, he looking at me. He was like, he said in the deepest voice ever, you gonna take this dick. I'm looking like, I didn't come here to do that. He like, what you mean you ain't come here to do that? And bitch, I was just like, fuck it, let's do it. So bitch, I'm laying on my back in this back seat of my little car, my little Mercedes or whatever. And this dude put it in and bitch, I almost died. Like, not to mention he all squished up because he like 6'3", 6'4", he tall as fuck. But dude put it in and honey, I almost died. Like, bitch, I was dying inside and he just kept on going. So we finally get finished or whatever and it comes the next day and he told my homegirl, he's like, you boosted him like he was a sex god, but honey, I could barely get it in. And she called me and I told her, I was like, I was a virgin. She's like, what, bitch? She's like, all that shit you be talking and you a virgin? I'm like, yes. And honey, I had to go back and redeem myself. I called that nigga back and after I got used to the feeling, bitch, it was time for round 2. So we ended up fucking again. It was like 10 times better than the first time. And that was pretty much it. It's more to the story. If you want to hear more about the relationship, if that's what you want to call it, that could be in another story time. So if you like this video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And that's all I got for you guys. Deuces.